invite someone on stage who's a motivational speaker. She talked to youth as well as adults. Like myself, she is adopted. She has a vision and passion for helping people. She's a driven person. She is an individual that's gone through a lot, overcome a lot of challenges, has a message that can empower you and take your life to the next level. Let's give a round of applause to T. Marsha. Tanisha, give her a round of applause. Come on, Tanisha. Come on, girl.
Students and trying to encourage setting some goals, setting some career plans, pursuing further education. So with that, Bernie and I talked to Tanisha and said, boy, we should be using this.
I feel good.
I feel good.
I look good.
I look good.
Turn to the person on your left and say, this is your time.
This is your time.
Turn to the person on your right and say, this is your time.
This is your time.
Now, with as much attitude and conviction that you can muster up, I want you to deep down and bring it back up. I want you to say to me, this is my time.
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 And I was very excited about the book. When I got to page 84, I stopped because I felt like I was reading too much. And I wrote her on MySpace and I told her that the book it touched me in so many ways because she was in the foster care system at a young age. She's originally from Detroit, and I'm a foster parent. And it just made me realize that what I do really makes a difference, in that when you help a child that isn't yours, you're really doing a beautiful thing. And it helps you also to look at it from a child's point of view, which I did with her book. So that's how I met T. Marshall. She's here tonight. She's an empowerment speaker, and I'm gonna let her introduce more about herself.
Growing up, I detested my life. I hated it. I grew up as a ward of the court in the Detroit social service system. Most of my adolescence, I was transitioned between group homes and shelters and foster homes. My mother was 15 years old when she had me. She was a kid, not ready for a kid. My mother had absolutely no parenting skills. So when it was time for her to reprimand me or discipline me, she didn't know how to do it properly. When my mother was angry with me, she hit with her hands or her fists. She was urging me to go to school, and I'm debating her, I can't do it, Anita. Then Anita said something that shut my mouth and demanded my attention. Anita told me, don't end up like me. I observed Anita's situation. Anita was in her early 30s. She had 3 kids, and she was married. Her husband wasn't working at the time. Anita had, oh, you couldn't tell me nothing. I got up in Chinatown, I'm trying to confuse people. I think I'm slick now, my 3rd trip. I'm haggling with my mouth and my hands. I was like, give me them two, $20. $20. That's all I got. $20. That's all I got. Them 2 right there. That's all I got. I learned how to keep my big bills on one side and my small bills on the other. And almost what I had to do, because leaving college was no longer an option for me. It was hard, but it was worth it when I walked across that stage. Woo, and got that diploma. It was worth it. And you gotta remember, when you're going after your dream, it's not always gonna be easy. Sometimes you're going to experience difficulty if you think that dream is worth having. You have to believe in yourself. You have to keep your focus and your faith, especially when doubt creeps in. Doubt always sees the obstacles, but faith sees the way.